On July 13th, 2001, in Moscow, Beijing won the majority votes in the bid for the 2008 Summer Olympics. All of China was jubilant. In 2004, Beijing decided to open the games at 8:08 p.m. on August 8th of 2008. However, in 2008, more terrible disasters took place and were more frequent than ever before.
The worst winter storms in 5 decades have created mayhem and death in China. Millions of people have been left stranded trying to return home for the Chinese New Year festival.
In the morning, when the monks from the Ramucha temple on the north side of Lhasa, they started a peaceful demonstration, and they were blocked by the People's Armed Police. Later on, a scuffle started between the police and...
According to state media, almost 7,000 school buildings collapsed during the earthquake.
On July 1st, a young Beijing person attacked a local police station in Shanghai. 6 policemen were killed and 4 were wounded. The majority of the Chinese people supported the killer and admired him as a hero. This reaction to the tragedy shocked Chinese leaders. The sum and date of those events is 8. People began to discuss 2008 as if it would be an unlucky year for the Chinese Communist Party's rule. Although at 8:08 p.m. on August 8, 2008, the opening ceremony of the Beijing Olympic Games was held on time, great visual audio pomp could not cover the political tension. Because the Chinese Communist Party took a partial reform model, market economies, and authoritarian politics, the Chinese suffer from severe problems as China maintains fast development. Government corruption, social disparity, unemployment, undermine social security, arbitrary violence, increasing crime and the collapse of morality. Minority separatism, On December 9th, one day before the 60th anniversary of the United Nations adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, 303 leading Chinese promulgated a political statement, Charter 2008. Charter 08 is a new 8. The initiators of Charter 08 come from all social classes and represent many political groups. They appeal for a political reform to establish a constitutional democracy in China in order to resolve problems and to avoid the collapse of China.
我想公民有责任表示支持宪法，拥护宪法，要求实行宪法，把宪法的原则告诉大家。我认为08宪章其实不过就是中国宪法的通俗讲话。
Charter 08 is the greatest independent political effort to search for a constitutional democracy in post-Tiananmen massacre China. At the moment of its birth, Charter 08 became the hottest issue in China. On December 10th, 160 influential overseas Chinese signed a statement to support the Charter. On December 13th, the Dalai Lama issued a letter in support of Charter 08. On December 13th, the Columbia China Club held 2 meetings and discussed the Charter.
Published a document on the internet Tuesday calling for
most major international media have reported on the Charter 08. Many Western politicians and public figures talk about Charter 08. Charter 08 has been translated into many languages.